csir-net exam is coming closer, and we have to make a perfect strategy that what we should read to get good score in the exam with utilizing our time in the best way. Now for that, first we have to set our target, that how much we want to score in the exam, and from which part how many marks we will attempt, and so on. So for that I planned this thing, that from which part how much you can score in an optimized way. Now everyone should have a different approach, but this is an optimized way, and if you follow this you can utilize based of your knowledge and based of your time, right? So first we should target for 100 marks, that we will attempt 100 marks which are confirmed, that we know the answer, and then we will try to increase our marks. So for that let's say you can score 10 marks from your part A. Okay, so in part A there are 15 questions, right? Each with 2 marks, that means 30 marks. Maximum marks is 30, and from that you have to get only 10, that is 5 questions you have to do correct, that is 1/3 of the total question. Now if you get 10 marks from there, then from part B there are 40 questions total, and you have to answer 35, but if you at least answer 15 questions correctly, then you will get 15 into 2 is equal to 30. Okay, so this is again half of the total question, right? So not actually half, there are 40 questions, so you are doing 15, that means almost 1/3 of the total questions you are doing. So it is also not very much difficult. And from part C, if you do 15 questions, where you will have 60 total questions in part C, and you will do only 15 questions, that is 1/4, so you will get 4 into 15, that is 60. So if you do these things correctly, then you will get 100 marks. Now 100 marks will not give you JRF in all time, but it is a good score, and you can at least get LS in general category, right, from 100 marks. But if you secure this 100 marks and you are sure that this 100 marks is whatever I did completely correct, then it will give you energy, and then you can proceed for further and doing more questions, right? So now let us see how we can increase our marks more. So let's say the same from part A you are doing 10 marks, that is 5 questions. Now you can see from part B you have from organic, inorganic and physical almost equal proportion of questions, that is 13 questions from each, and both with 2 and all with 2 marks, that is 26 marks from each of the topic, organic, inorganic and physical. And from part C also it is almost 20 questions from each topic, which contains 4 marks, that is 80 marks from each topic. Now from part B generally questions are the general chemistry question, that is the almost like some of the 12th standard questions and some of the BSc level questions. So most of you have passed the BSc, so you have the knowledge of organic, inorganic and physical. Almost every subject you have a little bit knowledge, and using this knowledge you can easily answer questions from part B. But it is slightly difficult, because all questions you have to do, you cannot attempt only organic, you have to do organic, inorganic and physical both. But if you just revise your BSc topics, you can easily do. And at the second part of this video I will discuss which topics you should do from all these 3 parts, that is organic, inorganic and physical. So let's say you can do 6 plus 6, that is 6 mark plus 6 mark from the topic which you are not good. Let's say you are good in organic and not that much good in inorganic and physical, but you know the basics things of all inorganic and physical, then you can do at least 6 questions from physical and 6 questions from inorganic out of 13 plus 13, that is 26 questions, right? So it will give you 24 marks. And let's say which is your strong part, for example organic, then you can at least do 8 questions from there and you will get 16, right? So this is your mark from part B. Now from part C which is your strong part, let's say organic, then you can do at least 13 questions from your strong part and you will get 52, and 6 question out of other 2 parts in which you are not that much strong, but still you have some basic knowledge, and from that you can do 6 questions, so you will get 24. So overall, if we calculate 10 plus 24 plus 16 plus 76, so it will give you 126 marks. Okay, now let's say you did some mistake, and out of the negative marking you will lose 10 marks, right? So still you will have 116, and which is a good score. It will give you a good rank. Below 70, below 80 rank you will get with 116 marks. Okay, so this is one strategy. And finally, if you are preparing very well, then let's say you can manage 85 to 90 from part C. So for that you have to do 20 to 23 question, which is again 1/3 of the total question, and that is not very difficult. I myself did 24 right answer from part C. So actually part C is the best position or best place to gather more marks. So you have to do more questions from part C, and then you have to do just 45 from part A and part B to get 130, which is a very good score. Okay, so now this 45 you can gather like 10 from part A and 35 from part B, or 15 from part A and 30 from part B. So this depends on how much you are good in your general aptitude, or if you are very bad in general aptitude, then also you can you may not attempt any question from general aptitude, still you can gather to 45 from part B, but for that you have to be very good in chemistry. And I myself scored 44 in the part B section. Okay, so this is the scheme that how you should answer questions. Now I will tell you which topics you have to read from all these 3, organic, inorganic and physical. At least these topics you should do, and these are the easy topic. You can just revise your BSc things, and that will be enough for that. So first look for the, let us take a look in organic chemistry. So organic chemistry, this IUPAC nomenclature, this thing you all know and you can do it. Then stereochemistry, the isomerism, topicity, conformation and point group, this thing you can do. Then after that the conjugation and the aromaticity, right? This thing is easy, you can do. Then the NMR and IR spectroscopy, and also the mass spectroscopy, only the interpretative spectroscopy, that is how to analyze a molecule. Then acidity and basicity, I already told that this is a very important point. And then the natural product, amino acid, carbohydrate and alkaloid, these things you have to just mark up, not many things for understanding here. And then the basic reactions of carbocation, carbanion, carbene and nitrene, right? So the reactive intermediates. Then after that the pericyclic reactions. And these 2 topics are important because question comes from their numerical question, the percentage yield calculation for a particular reaction and the enantiomeric excess calculation. Okay, now all these things which I have mentioned, you can do deep study on them. For example, this pericyclic reaction, if you want to read pericyclic reaction very deeply, there are a lot of topics and you can read, but I am talking about only the basic thing, that is which reactions are allowed in which condition, or which is con rotation, which is G's rotation, like this. So basic things, from all topics you have to do the basic things first. Okay, so these are the basic things. Then for inorganic chemistry you have to do the periodic properties, that is order of ionization energy, electron affinity, electronegativity, these things. Then the basic atomic structure which you read in BSc level, not the quantum mechanical things. Then the term symbols, this is important, the ground state term symbols determination. Then after that the valence bond theory, MOT theory, the structure of molecules, okay, the bond order, and VSEPR theory is very important. You have to predict the shape and the structure of particular molecule, this thing. Then the acid base theory, the soft hard acid base principle and the superacid concept of superacid. Then the basics of main group elements, the basic reactions. You don't have to do the deep study, just the basic reactions which you read in the BSc or 12th level. Then after that the basics of coordination compounds, so the VBT, CFT, molecular orbital theory, the color of compounds, the charge transfer complexes, and the magnetic properties of the compounds, the magnetic moment, how to calculate them, and how to find which is paramagnetic, which is diamagnetic, these things. Then the isomerism, the geometrical isomerism, optical isomerism, that things you have to do. Then after that, the organometallic compound. Now organometallic compound, again you can do lot of things, but for the basic things you have to do the photon electron rules, the basic reactions which are like migratory insertion, beta elimination, reductive elimination, and oxidative addition. So on organometallic compounds I have a series of videos, you can watch that. Then the effect of different ligands on the organometallic compounds, that which will do the reductive elimination, which will not, that things you have to do. So not deep study, just the basic things. Then bioinorganic chemistry, I told that the book is very important. You can read the full chapter from bioinorganic in this book. There is nothing complicated, just read and several times you will understand the thing. You will also mark up the things. Then nuclear chemistry, if you are interested you can do nuclear chemistry. I don't read nuclear chemistry, but it is a easy topic. If you can manage, you can do. Then these topics are very important: Wade's rule, isoelectronic and isostructural compounds, and trans effect. So these questions several times comes from this Wade's rule and isoelectronic, isostructural compound. This is a trademark question for csir-net exam, so you should definitely do that. Then after that, from physical chemistry. So from physical chemistry, first in the quantum mechanics you should read all the postulates of the quantum mechanics and understand them. There are 6 postulates, and from that postulates also you will get many more topics like the calculation of average value of position, momentum, and kinetic energy. Then the operator algebra is very important. The commutator, which operator is Hermitian, which is not, what is mean by commutator, these things you have to do. The linear operator, all these things, all things related to operator. And then the wave function, which are acceptable, which are not, these all things, the basic things, okay, which you read in the BSc or the first year of MSc. Then the particle in a box model, simple harmonic oscillator, rigid, their energy level and their wave function. Some of the wave functions you have to remember, and if you analyze the questions you will understand which things you have to do. So these are basic things. Now I am not talking about the approximation method or variation method because that are advanced level thing. And if you want to if you are strong in physical chemistry, then you can do it, but these are for everyone. Okay, now the spectroscopy, the rotational, vibrational, and Raman spectroscopy, the basic expression of the energy level, the difference between two levels, the selection rules, basic things you have to do. Then the thermodynamics. The thermodynamics is a very vast topics, and I am suggesting just cover the BSc topics which you read in BSc just remember all the graphs and curves, because they will give you some graphs or curves and you have to identify this is which versus which, or what is the nature of this curve, or they may give you some data, you have to identify which curve is right for that things. Then the statistical mechanics, I have a summary video on statistical mechanics. That things you can study in broadly, and there is nothing complicated, just basic things are there. Then electrochemistry, this is a favorite for all, and questions also come from there. The electrochemical cells, the conductances, that maths are very easy numerical problems, and you should definitely do that. Then chemical kinetics. Now chemical kinetics, again there are several deep things like transition state theory, incorporation of quantum mechanics. That things I am not saying, just do the rate equation, the half-life, the steady state approximation, and the order of reaction, like these basic things. Okay, then from the solid state, the Bragg's law and the small numerical problems you can do, the basic things. And solid state is actually a basic thing, and you should cover all the things related to solid state. Then polymer chemistry, just the molecular weight calculation, this type of things. I already made a video on that, summary video you can do. And the colloids, the basics of colloids like zeta potential, these things you can revise. Then some important formulas are there for every chapter in physical chemistry, and the formulas are most important for physical chemistry because numerical questions are a major part in the question from physical chemistry. So you should have a separate list of all the formulas and from important topics. Then these are some topics: phase diagram, and colligative properties, Debye-Hückel law. These are some topics from which question comes several times. And then surface tension, viscosity, these things you can just revise once, because 1 or 2 questions generally there, and they are very easy. If you revise that, you can do it very easily. So these are the topics, basic topics, which you should do from every part of the physical, inorganic, and organic chemistry, whether you are preparing especially inorganic, organic and or physical, that doesn't matter, but these topics is for everyone. And if you do these basic topics, then your pressure will be less, and you will be able to answer questions easily from the csir-net exam paper. Now in the next videos I will discuss the special topics and the advanced level topics that you should do if you are focusing on a particular subject. For example, you are focusing on organic, then which topics you should focus more, the advanced level topics, for example the asymmetric synthesis, that type of things. So if you like this video, then give a thumbs up and share this video with your friends, and if you're new in this channel, then subscribe my channel for getting more videos like that. Thank you for watching.